I'm Dr. Corey Miller with Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center. Today I want to talk to you about something that is quite common just in general is diabetes, but specifically diabetic retinopathy. What that means is that within your eye we see some changes with the vessels, and that's what the retinopathy means. Diabetes affects your whole body. It affects blood vessels all over your body. That's why people can have kidney problems with their diabetes, or they can end up having peripheral issues like with their feet or toes. But it also affects the little blood vessels that supply the eye, and that's retinopathy. There are a number of different stages when it comes to diabetic retinopathy. And when I look at your eyes, we kind of grade those based on the appearance of that retina and what I'm seeing. Some of the earliest changes that you see with diabetic retinopathy is you get changes to those blood vessels. Those blood vessels can become a little bit more narrowed. You can have some bulging, or we call them microaneurysms, and those are some of the earliest signs of changes. Most of these changes tend to happen in like diabetics who are called type 2 diabetics. Those tend to happen after like 10 plus years of having diabetes. It happens a little bit more often or sooner with patients sometimes when they're type 1 diabetics, or they can end up with harder to control diabetic retinopathy with the type 1. Either way, we're looking for changes in the retina when I'm looking at somebody with diabetes, and I'm looking for those changes in the blood vessels. So kind of mild would be some of those little microaneurysms, and as you get a little more blood spots throughout the retina, then it becomes more moderate, and then it goes into severe. And there's different stages too of two kind of classifications. There is non-proliferative. That just means that the eye hasn't produced these little new blood vessels that are fragile, that can cause quite a bit of damage to the eye and to your vision. Or you have proliferative. That's where those blood vessels are growing. So what happens in diabetes to the eye? The eye gets starved for oxygen. So it's not getting enough oxygen to the retina, and the eye's response is it releases a bunch of different signals to say, hey, I need more oxygen. Let's produce more blood vessels, because that's the way oxygen gets to the eye, through the blood vessels. And so by producing more blood vessels, that's that proliferation or the neovascularization, new blood vessels. Those are not very good quality. They're leaky, they can break, they can lead to swelling in the retina, they can lead to traction, blood kind of bleeding throughout the vision and causing a lot of problems and bad vision and loss of vision that can't be recovered potentially. So our goal is to try and recognize the changes early, stay on top of them, and treat them when necessary. The biggest thing I tell people when it comes to their diabetes and the diabetic damage in the eye is to try your best to control your blood sugars and blood pressure, which we rely on their primary doctor to help with that. However, that sometimes isn't enough, and people do get to the stage where they have swelling in their retina and their vision's deteriorated, or they have some of those bad blood vessels growing that can set them up for having problems. And that's where I have some treatment options to try and help with that. There's two different kind of modalities of treating diabetic retinopathy. Oftentimes we'll do injections of a medicine that helps get rid of that signal that the eye is producing to produce those bad blood vessels. And so those eye injections help with the bad blood vessels. They can help get rid of some swelling too, and ultimately improve the vision. The other piece is sometimes we do laser because, like I touched on, the eye is trying to get more oxygen. So a laser that we do is called PRP, or pan-retinal photocoagulation. That's making a bunch of little spots in the peripheral retina area that you don't really need for any day-to-day useful vision, but it kind of sacrifices that peripheral retina and decreases the oxygen demand of the eye. So if you look here at this picture, this is an eye that has some diabetic retinopathy. These little white spots, that's some exudates or cotton wool spots, basically little areas of leakage or infarction of some of the retina, and then a lot of different blood vessels and new blood vessel growth. So for people like this, we'll sometimes do the laser. This machine here that I'm sitting next to is our laser. It's a procedure. It takes about 10 minutes. It's not all that uncomfortable, but it's a weird experience. And people do very well. There's no restrictions. We just put a lens that goes over the eye and allows us to see in the back and make these little marks. So this other picture will kind of show some of those little white spots that the eye makes, or that the laser makes in the back of the eye. And those, again, are trying to help decrease that oxygen demand of the eye so that we can decrease those bad blood vessels that lead to some of the damage that we see. Moral of the story, though, is if you have diabetes, or certainly if you're noticing changes with your vision and you're diabetic, come on in and get seen, because it's very important to address any issues that might be coming up when it comes to diabetic retinopathy and trying to prevent any further damage. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Paul Panoski, Parks and Recreation Director for the Faribault Parks and Recreation Department. Just wanted to give you an update on a bunch of events that are going to be happening within our department this next month here. Just a reminder, concerts in the park continue to be on Thursday nights at Central Park starting at 7 p.m. each night. So come out and enjoy some great concerts and have some fun there. We're also going to have Art in the Park. There's a couple of different times coming up. You can check in the Buckham Bulletin or look online and register for classes. The classes are free, but you do have to register for the classes to get part of those. As the summer continues, this warm weather that we've been having, the Aquatic Center remains open. So we invite everybody to come to the Aquatic Center between noon and 8 p.m. And 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. is child swim as well as lap swim. So, come out and use the Aquatic Center. And if you have birthday parties, we welcome those to come out there as well. You can arrange to have the shelter reserved for you for that as well too. As we slowly work our way towards fall, we want to one of the end of the season programs for us is the Pet Parade. So August 10th, we're going to be having the Pet Parade coming down 2nd Avenue. So we encourage you to get in and get signed up for that. The theme this year is going to be time travel. Also in the fall, we're going to have the flag football and cub football programs. So it's going to be time to sign up for those here coming up. So encourage you again to go online and sign up for those. Okay, so we also have golf lessons. We still have a couple more sessions of golf lessons coming up. We have group fitness classes, water exercise classes, yoga and Pilates classes. A couple of others coming up that to remember. Night to Unite events are going to be on Tuesday night, August 1st. A good time to get neighborhood gathering. If you don't have one in your neighborhood, we will be having one down here at the Buckham Center, a combination of the Senior Center, the Community Center, and the Buckham Memorial Library will be working together on that. Blue Collar Festival will be the following weekend there on August 5th and 6th. And then another fun family-type organized program in early September is our Star Wars program. Mike Lynch comes down, former weather person for WCCO, and he does a fabulous job on looking at the stars and seeing. He does a nice presentation and then brings all of his telescopes with him to see with that. So if you have any other questions, please give us a call at the Faribault Community Center, 507-334-2064.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Nichols from the Rice County Historical Society, and today I'm down here at the Heritage Days Festival in Central Park, and I wanted to take an opportunity to talk to you about our new chat trailer. We got this last fall, but now we actually have a chance to use it a little bit. Here at Heritage Days, we're actually using it as a bit of a pop-up exhibit for folks to come through and flip artifacts, but we're also going to have it down at the county fairgrounds during the county fair. We're going to be trying to capture some stories about Heritage Days and the fair, and just trying to gather those year by year, because what's better than going out to the fair? So I'm gonna bring you with me here, and we're gonna go inside, and I'll show you around a little bit. All right, so here we are inside the chat trailer. It's a little tight, but you know, it's easy to haul around. So today at Heritage Days, what we have is some old plat map books, so you can flip through and find the different, find different ancestors and the lands that they owned. You can flip on through, get all kinds of fun information on that. We've got tons of these down at the Historical Society from all kinds of different years, so if you're doing research, feel free to stop down. We've got a Then and Now book, which was a history book done in the 70s, which kind of covered all the different towns in Rice County and different people and the history they're in. And then we've just got a couple other directories and family history books up here. We have a Rice County Families book, which is really hard to come by. They're out of print. So one of the things that this trailer was actually built for is to do oral histories and kind of have people come in and tell their stories. Not just us recording them, but families coming in and sitting down. We don't have our spare chair in here right now because it's out there while we're out in the park. But normally we have that chair there and another one here. And it's just a great space for people to talk and share their history. We try to take this around as much as we can to really try and get those stories. And like I said, we're also going to have this down at the county fair. We're going to have an intern from Carleton College helping us out, and she's going to be trying to collect stories of folks during the county fair. We're really looking forward to that. One of our hopes is that once we get enough stories, we can kind of do a yearly prop video that we put out that kind of shows all of the little stories and snippets that we catch. Today, this year's question is, what's your favorite thing about Heritage Days? We're going to be doing the same thing at the county fair, so hopefully we'll be able to put those out with all of the answers we get. So if you have a chance, stop by the chat trailer. It'll be by the museum during the county fair, and we look forward to hearing your answers. And in case you're wondering, my favorite thing about the county fair is the food, because of course it is. So, all right, well, I want to thank you for coming and touring the chat trailer with me. Again, I'm Dave Nichols, County Historical Society, preserving the past for future generations.
Hi, my name's Chad, and I'm the pharmacy manager here in Faribault. And this is also Chad, Cardboard Chad. But I just wanted to go over the different things that we offer at the pharmacy here. The first thing that we offer is a wide variety of vaccinations, such as the flu shot, COVID shot, shingles shot, tetanus shot, and pneumonia shot. And you can come in for those and ask us and see what you're due for, and we can help you out with that and let you know what vaccines you're due to get. And then we also offer repeat refills, so it'll keep track of your medications and when they're going to be due to fill, and they'll send it through our system a couple days ahead of time, and it'll fax the doctor if it needs more refills. And it works out pretty slick, so that way it's all ready, and we'll give you a call when the prescription's done for you. And then the COVID test, that unfortunately has ended with the government program. And then we also do offer in-town prescription delivery. Just let us know when you get that call that a prescription's ready, that you want it delivered, and we can get it delivered out to you. There's no charge if it's in town, but if it is out of town, then there is a charge. And then there's many other things that we offer. So come in and visit with us and let us know if you want us to transfer your prescriptions here. Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's me, Ms. Denny, your favorite children's librarian. Thanks for joining me. I'm here to tell you about most of the things happening at your library in July. There is a lot going on, so here we go. The Summer Reading Challenge is in full swing. It started back on June 1st and it continues through August 26th. This year's Reading Challenge is open to youth of all ages from birth through entering high school, 12th grade, this fall. So stop in the library and get a reading and activity log if you haven't already, or you can get one online on our Facebook page or our website, or anytime you see us out and about, like at the Fun Fridays in the park. More on that in a second. When you finish the reading challenge, bring us your log here at the library. You'll get 4 books to keep forever, and you'll have your name printed in the Faribault Daily News. So I hope you are reading. I also hope to see you at our Fun Fridays in Central Park. We have 4 more to go. There is one each Friday in July. The 7th, we'll have a full band concert from Siyama. On the 14th, we'll have a performance of Mixed Nuts by A Touch of Magic. And the 21st, we're welcoming Dazzling Dave, the National Yo-Yo Master. And on the 28th, we'll have Z Puppets Rosenschnaz for a performance of Sing It, Say It, Play It in Cherokee. I hope you can join us for those. They are all outdoors, Fridays in July at 10 a.m., and they will all be ASL interpreted. And you can look for the Buckham Book Bike while you're there and get a reading and activity log or check out some library books. Our story time is offered 3 different formats in July. We'll be on Facebook and YouTube on Tuesday nights. You can join me for a recorded short bedtime story. Those air at 7 o'clock, but you can watch them anytime. They will be up there for a while, so you can watch them anytime or as many times as you like. You can join us on Wednesdays for Zoom story time at 10 a.m. Let me know if you'd like to join us. We have a pretty big group of friends that join each week. We'd love to have you. Send me an email or get me a call, and I will get you the link for that. And then on Thursdays in person here at the library, we have story time at 10 a.m. Just stop in and join us. We would love to see you for any of these different formats of story time. Story time is meant for ages 0 to 6, but all ages are welcome as long as the interest is there, and especially in the summer when older kids are off school. If you want to join your younger siblings, we would love to see you at story time. Our Teen Advisory Board, or TAB, will be meeting on Monday, July 10 at 4:30. If you are a youth in grades 6 through 12 and you want to join TAB, please let me know and I will get you all the information you need to know, plus an application. Our story walk is an excellent thing to do in the summer. It's available anytime, and it starts and ends at the library and follows Central Avenue. So stop in and get a map, check us out at the library, and then go enjoy a beautiful summer day reading one of your favorite stories down on the story walk on Central Avenue. We are excited to let you know that Buckham Memorial Library is now sensory inclusive. We have a certification that we got from Culture City, and we used that to enhance our ability to assist and accommodate patrons with sensory needs. Our goal is to provide an inclusive experience for all people who visit the library, and we strive to raise awareness of the needs and challenges that are faced by individuals with sensory processing needs. And we've supplied our staff with annual training and offering resources and accommodations to our patrons. So please stop in and get more information about how we are sensory inclusive, or you can check us out on the library's website or the Culture City mobile app to get more information about this certification. You can join our library director, Delane James, for this awesome group that's been meeting the first and third Fridays of the month. It's called Stitch a Bit, and it is a knit, crochet, and needlecraft group. They meet in July on the 7th and the 21st at 10 a.m. No registration is expected or required. You can just show up and join the company of new friends as you bring your own project to work on. Again, knit, crochet, or needlecraft, and just enjoy and make some new friends. We would love to have you. If you're interested in becoming a member of the Faribault Ukulele Network, or FUN, please contact our resident ukebrarian, Alan McCulley, and she'll get you all the information you need to join this awesome group, this ukulele jam session. They meet the second and fourth Thursday of the month, and you do need to have quite a few things in order to join FUN. You have to have the ability to already tune and play your own ukulele. So if you know at least 5 chords and you have a ukulele, get in touch with Alan and you can join FUN. If you don't have any ukulele experience, but you would like to, you can also contact Alan and she will set up a one-on-one appointment with you so that you can learn how to play the ukulele. She'll give you enough information to get started and point you to some great resources so you can keep learning and growing, and then maybe you can join FUN. I want to point out that the library's plaza is an excellent place to enjoy in the summertime, or anytime really. As you can see in the picture here, one of our friends was reading a book on a snowy winter day. But the plaza now has shade structures and planters. Some of the tabletops have game boards on them, and the game pieces can be checked out free at the library. It's a great place to enjoy a picnic, read a book, visit with a friend. Thank you so much to the Friends of Buckham Memorial Library for creating this beautiful library plaza for us. Stop in and bring your friends and check it out. We also have state park passes available to check out for free here at your library. They're good for 7 days, first come, first serve. So stop in the library and see if we have one available, and then you can check out one of the many, many, many amazing state parks that Minnesota has to offer. We also have adventure kits, another great thing to do in the summer, and the list just keeps growing. We just added another new one, and there are engine diagnostics devices. There are ukuleles and puzzles and juggling and bird watching, giant outdoor games like the giant Jenga. There's a washer toss game. There's disc golf, bocce ball, lots of great things to do in the summer. So stop in and check out an adventure kit. Those are also first come, first serve. Buckham Library is still fine free, and we started it on January 1st, 2022, and we will always be fine free for Buckham Memorial Library's materials. So stop in and check something out. And if you have any questions about anything that I've talked about or anything in general, please give us a call. Stop in anytime we're open. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 8, Friday and Saturday, 9 to 5. You can find us on the internet, on the Facebook page, the website, Instagram. Give us a call, send us an email. We would love to hear from you or see you. Thanks, friends, and have a great July. Bye-bye.
Hello, Faribault, Nort Johnson here with your Chamber of Commerce and Tourism. I've got a few updates for you. First of all, from downtown Faribault, the news is we've got a couple of new businesses now on Central Avenue, and I want to share that there are 2 more looking. We're pretty excited about that. One of the priorities for the Chamber's Vision Task Force is what we describe as a fabulous downtown, and with that we've been able to help the Faribault Industrial Corporation along with a couple of private partners acquire a portfolio in the downtown. I think a lot of people are aware of that. A lot of the work that you haven't seen going on, which is in partnership with the EDA and the HRA in Faribault, are getting new roofs on these buildings. So far, over $700,000 of work has been done roofing alone, getting these buildings up to snuff, up to a dry phase where they can be occupied and safely remodeled. So that work continues, and again, a couple of businesses in and a couple more look like they're coming. Just a couple of quick pieces, summaries out of the legislative session for this year. A lot of the laws that were passed are going to add to our tax burden. As I think most people are aware, we had a $17.5 billion surplus which was spent, and the tax load for Minnesota is still increasing even after the surplus by another $3.5 billion. So it's quite a burden for our state to bear, and we will be in a short period of time either the number 1 or number 2 taxed state in the nation for businesses. That's going to make things a little bit tough. One of the other pieces of legislation that we're trying to help work through, how do we manage marijuana in the workplace now? That is really the biggest hang-up around the marijuana legislation. It's very debatable as far as if it's a good idea socially and economically to have recreational marijuana legal. That aside, those are personal thoughts, and I think that there's arguments on both sides of that. However, from the workplace preparedness perspective, the department that's going to be up and going around managing legal marijuana in Minnesota is not prepared right now, and there's not a lot of information for businesses. We're combining information from different organizations that will help our employers manage this new dynamic with the workforce in Minnesota. Of course, we're not the first ones, and so there are things to be learned from other states. We're compiling that information for our employers. Quick update on some of the fun things this summer. We've got the July 21st car cruise roll in downtown. The June event was fantastic. People loved it. They had a loud exhaust contest, and it was dynamite. It was just a crazy good time downtown for people. And we packed 4 or 5 blocks full of classic cars. The July 21st roll-in will happen in downtown Faribault again. Also, Rice County Fair, July 19th through the 23rd. Go enjoy the fair, always a fantastic time. And lastly, the Blue Collar Festival will again be at TP Tonka Park, August 4th and 5th. The Chamber's helping manage that event now. We're excited that we have local food trucks as an option. We're also very excited that the Dragons Car Club is our partner, and they are having their annual car show on Saturday, August 5th at TP Tonka Park in that nice grass infield. Prizes and awards will be given out for the car show. I think we have 5 bands or 6 scheduled for Saturday, and it's going to be a fantastic time. Troy will put Faribault, it's bluecollarfestival.com. He'll put it up on the screen here to make sure you get to the right website. That will give you more information about the beanbag tournament, vendor opportunities, the food lineup, as well as the band lineup. And of course, Ray Bauer from Southside will have the beer garden set up, beer and actually full bar. So looking forward to the Blue Collar Festival. Thank you, Faribault, for everything. Your chamber staff is proud to be serving, and will keep up the great work for you.